Alrighty then, people, welcome back to Gundam U.C. Climax, Episode 2, Progress Mode. So, in the last episode, you saw me beat Aina and the Apsalis using a ground Gundam. That won't happen for a while. Anyway, we are doing Progress Mode now, this is more of story mode. This is where I'll actually explain, like, stats and crap. Basically, I have empathy towards them because they don't really do much. But they are in this, so I will explain a lot of it. Basically, you get to choose. Your character is always the same. He's something Tachibana. I can't remember his first name. I'll explain. I'll look it up later. But anyways, you get to choose which side you're on, Zeon or the Federation. Basically, the first cutscene, or the first, first cutscene, that's basically what it is. It'll all be the same, so it doesn't really matter. But we're choosing Zeon first because, fuck yeah. And I want to use the Golf Custom. So, in the normal Japanese way, somehow your personality affects your stats. I'm always going to choose Cool for one basic reason. Cool starts with new type abilities. 5, but still it has new type ability. I'm going to have to redo this a couple of times. But anyway, Gentle. It has melee and armor and special points. I don't know why Gentle has melee and armor. I think that should be hot-blooded, but anyway, and hot-blooded. Has melee and speed, which I'm actually going to build the character to have range and speed because range and speed is always best. But we're being cool, so we start with new type powers. I don't remember if you start with it, or if you don't start with new type powers, I don't think you can put it up till later on when a certain change happens, but I'll explain that later on when it happens. Yeah, like this we get new type powers and main weapon. I will probably put those up later. But, this is basically in twice speed if you haven't noticed.
まずは作戦説明の前に隊員から挨拶の方を。
シャーリー・ラムゼイ総長であります。なんて知ってるわよね。士官学校ではいつもライバルだったものね。まさかあなたと同じ隊になるとは思わなかった。なんか縁があるのかしら。じゃあよろしくお願いします、隊長。
パミル・マクダミル軍曹であります。コロニー生まれのコロニー育ち。趣味はそれは後で。見ての通りの若輩者でありますが、頑張らせていただきますよ。隊長、よろしくお願いしますであります。ジーク・ジオン。
隊長、司令部より早速我が隊に任務が下りました。
北米に派遣されたからにはやはり。
そうです。ジャブロー攻撃部隊へ参加します。
敵の本拠地を直接叩こうってのがハードですね。
キシリア少将機下の赤い彗星シャアーズナブル大佐がついにジャブローへの秘密の入り口を発見したとのことで作戦が立案されたようです。
左遷されたと聞いていたけど、さすが赤い彗星ってところね。
シャア大佐は地下に侵入し陽動撹乱を行いつつ本部を制圧するとのことです。我々は地上攻撃隊としてガウから降下して敵の地上砲台カタパルトを破壊するのが目的です。
そうか、シャア大佐との二面作戦ならうまくいくかもしれないな。
なるほど、分かった。それでは出動しよう。各自モビルスーツをガウに搭載。
はっ、了解であります。
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that cutscene. I always find it funny because it makes my head hurt. But anyway, so we have the exact opposite of when we were Amuro and had to shoot down Gauze. This time we have to shoot down turrets and protect Gauze. We just have to survive long enough for Amuro to appear and then us to either defeat Amuro or make him run away. But what I like about Progress Mode is you get to choose which mobile suit you use. So, you start with the Zaku F, Char Zaku, the Dom. Normally I would use the Dom, but since I did that level in MS08, I have the Zaku J and the Golf Custom. How this works is the worse the suit you use is, the more experience you get at the end. So Zaku's and GM's get you a ton of experience, but everyone else, well, I don't care about the stats, it really doesn't matter to me, so I'm using the Golf Custom because the Golf Custom is badass. But yeah, generally starting off with the Golf Custom is not a good idea. But I like doing it, so I'm gonna do it. And yeah, you can only use the main pilot.
アクティブスキルを設定してください。この設定で出撃します。
I don't even think our original skill does anything. Like, I think it makes you like run 5% faster or some crap like that. But yeah, not actually gonna use it. But anyways, we're using the Golf Custom because yeah. Yeah. When you, like, for this we're gonna get, like, say 40, I think we're gonna get about 40 experience for this, since we're using an actually good suit. If you're using a GM, you'd get, like, 120. It's kind of ridiculous, but GMs are generally trash, so... Oh, and, the Golf doesn't really have good charge-up moves, it just has the machine gun and then melee. But I'll probably do this without, as I say, I'll probably do this without taking damage. Never mind. I just took damage on the first guy I fought. But you're just gonna see how badly I'm gonna murder Amuro. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, they have GMs now too. Oh yeah. And sadly, the turret's too small for me to melee, so I have to shoot it. And we're screwing over the big tray for reasons. I don't know if it's possible to destroy the big tray. And the turrets can rotate 360 degrees, so they will hit you if you let them. Right now, it's just surviving 2.5 minutes to have Amuro appear. And then we get like a minute to fight Amuro or something like that, and then he runs away and the match ends. Or, well, technically we run away. Because whichever you do, you still lose Jaburo. Oops. One downside of the Golf is it doesn't have very good boost. But hey, Amuro's appeared. Now we just gotta find him, which isn't as easy as it sounds. So, he is right next to the big tray, that's why I tried to stay around it. Ah, there he is. See how that bar appeared right at the top, whereas with other people it wasn't there? That's how you know when you're fighting a boss or someone special. And I just got shot in the back by a machine gun, or by one of the big tray's cannons, but just look how much damage this thing does. It's like, it's 4 hits and we've already almost destroyed the Gundam. You know, if they didn't have, like, if it wasn't like 4-1 against Norris, he would have totally kicked their ass. Yeah, I just basically defeated Amuro without getting touched, except for by a cannon. Which, I'm about to now destroy that cannon. Or, you know, if I could actually target something. Oh, hey, we destroyed the big tray. I didn't know that was possible. But hey, that's possible. It's awesome. Now, let us shoot some stuff. Yeah. Oh, these are just turrets. Yeah, I'm sorry this isn't all that exciting. It's... Oh, we won. Lost. Technically lost. Everyone else in Zaku's. Everyone else is in Zaku's and I'm in a Golf Custom. Because, yeah. God, it must be amazing commentary right now since... never mind. But hey, I got an A! Woo! I killed some stuff. I didn't kill enough enemies. Oh. And we got the Gundam. And a couple of movies. I don't know what those are, so I'll look at them later, but yeah. We got the Gundam! So... Oh yeah, every level you get a promotion, basically. But yeah, because I used the Goth Custom, I only got like 15 points or something like that. But basically, this is ranged attack, this is melee, this is armor, this is speed, this is CR points, and then this is new type ability. And you invest 3 AP, you get that. You can pay to get abilities. I forget about these, but I'll buy some good ones later. Like, I'll go get some stuff. But right now, we're getting main weapon to 10. We are then getting speed to 10. Really hope this is speed, and not armor. Either way, I'm getting something to 10. And then I'm investing something in this, because yeah, going to take that one out just in case. It eventually gets more points to around 8 at the end to go up a level. But yeah, that's melee. I'm not really worried about melee right now because ranged is more important. Then armor and speed are useful. New type ability, when I start getting new type mobile suits, which is around Char's counterattack, I'll start investing stuff in there, but by that time I'll have like 300 or 400 extra points, so it should be fine. But yeah, what I think priority-wise, like I don't care about stats generally, but it's range, speed, then melee, armor, and then points. And new type ability is kind of useful, but you don't get to use new type suits all the time, so having them all the time is or having a lot of new type power is kind of pointless. Yeah, anyway, we lost.
ジオンのジャブロー攻略作戦は失敗に終わった。地上におけるカムナ隊の働きは活躍と呼ぶに値するものであったが、シャア大佐の本部襲撃作戦が失敗したことが契機となり、結果全軍総崩れとなってしまったのだ。この戦いを機にジオンの地上部隊は全体的に苦境に追い込まれ、主な戦場は宇宙へと移行していくことになったのである。
Alright then, saving. Basically, we lost the attack on Jabro, and we were eventually pushed back into space. The next battle is it's Abo Q. We don't even get to do Solomon, and we are going to get access to Gelgogs, which I will be using.
我ら選ばれた有料主たるジオン国国民に管理運営されて初めて永久に生き延びることができる。地球連邦の無能なる者どもに思い知らせ、明日の未来のために我がジオン国国民は立たねばならんのである。
議連閣下の演説の映像終わります。そろそろ連邦軍の艦隊がアバオア空中域に入ります。
敵はソーラレイで艦隊の3分の1とレビル将軍を失っているのよね。今回はソロモンのようなことはないわ。
こちらもドズル中将の弔い合戦になりますからね。
ここで敵艦隊を壊滅させれば連邦に残された兵力はかなり小さなものとなります。大きく時間が稼げるでしょう。そうすれば技術力に勝るジオンが盛り返すことは十分可能です。
こちらはグラナダのキシリア少将の兵力も多少温存しているしね。
我が軍は2隻の空母ドロスを中心に最新鋭機ゲルググの配備がされています。総合力では上のはずです。勝ちましょう。
うん。ここで負けたらもはや後はない。全ての力を出していこう。各員配置につけ。はっ。
Alright, so this is Abo Q. Basically, all we have to do is shoot down Salamis'. They have a lot of GMs. If I wanted, I could use the Zeon, but I don't, so I'm not going to. Okay, so where do we start? Oh, yeah, we can't use the golf custom, sadly. I wish we could. And then we have, because of the time period, we can use the Zaku Kai. I don't want to, though. So we have the normal Zaku 2F, the Char's Zaku, slightly better, but I actually prefer the Zaku F. I don't know why. The Rick Dom instead of the Dom, basically the same as before. The Gelgog, which I think we'll be using. Then there's Big Zom. Big is spelled wrong. I don't know. But yeah, there's Big Zom, which does a lot of damage, but a lot of people can attack you at once, so it's kind of not worth it. Though you do have an eye field, so there's that. And then there's the Zeon. I'm not spec'd for new type abilities, and while funnels are amazingly broken, I don't like using them. So we are in fact going to use the Gelgog.
アク ティブスキルを設定してください。
We're also going to fight the most random
この
pilot
設定で出撃します。
in a
よろしい
GM.
ですか？
He's a good pilot, but damn, he's in a GM. It's not going to be that hard. But it's incredibly random, and I'll probably point it out when it happens. But this will get really laggy really quickly because we're going to start shooting through Salamis really fast.
敵の攻撃隊攻勢エリアに入りました。迎撃お願いします。
Okay.
了解。
But yeah, every GM you shoot down in this one spawns 3 more. So it will get kind of framey eventually, because there'll just be so many GMs. Oh, and their missiles are homing, and it's really annoying because they do a lot of damage. But like Gauze, Salmuses don't last very long. Oops. I meant to charge that up a little bit more. And I'm dodging quite a few missiles. Wow. It's only like 3 a.m. and birds are already coming out. It's really weird. It's supposed to be winter, not summer. Anyway, if you guys can hear that, I do apologize. It's really early in the morning and they're generally not out at this time. But, yeah, it's mating season, so it's gonna happen eventually. Oh, and, with the Gelgog, the charge up is just more shots. Like, it's all the same, so it doesn't really matter how much you charge. And the special pilot has come in 1 minute and 13 seconds. Oh my god. He's using a GM. Yes, Burning has appeared. Burning is supposed to be the boss of this one. He really isn't a boss since he's in a GM. I'm meleeing it because I ran out of bullets. That's the term. Yes. I ran out of energy, so I have to melee this for that. And here is Burning! I am letting him kill me because I'm, for some reason, not attacking him. And in one uncharged combo, I just basically killed him. Or, it took more than half his HP away. Burning later on is actually difficult. But he's in a GM right now. I cannot stress that GM part enough. This isn't Girin's Greed, where GMs are actually really good. And yes, I'm constantly mentioning how bad GMs are to mess with one person. And you know who you are. Also mispronounced Goff a couple of times. Which I'm gonna keep doing that just because golf is more fun to say. But hey, we won because we shot down a number of Salmuses. That took what, 3 minutes?
いや、まだ本土決戦がある。
それがギレン総帥、キシリア少将ともに討ち死にとの方が。
俺たちの負けか。
そんな、私たちの隊は現に健在です。まだ戦えます、隊長。
シャーリー、気持ちはわかるが、我が軍全体にもはや戦力はほとんど残っていない。和平の邪魔をするわけにはいかない。時期を待つんだ。
そうですね。一旦撤退中の味方艦に合流しましょう。
Alright, I got an S on that. It's awesome. Basically what they're talking about is Girin got assassinated by Char. And, yeah, stuff happened. Then I think Kycelia got assassinated right after. But anyway.
新しいカードをゲットしました。新しいステージが追加されました。
Okay, so I unlocked the GM. Gumu. Or the Jimu.
キャラクターを成長させて
And
く
we
だ
get
さい
more points. And since we used a Gelgog, let's see how many points we get in total.
昇進おめでとう。
But we are a captain now, not a lieutenant. So, we're gonna put some in here, and we're dumping the rest in new type. Okay, we're not dumping the rest in new type. We are dumping it in this. See, now to upgrade it, it costs 4 points instead of 3. And then the rest will go into range, because, yeah. I really don't pick my stats well, I do apologize.
宇宙世紀0080-1月1日アバオア空陥落後、ジオン共和国政府と地球連邦政府の間に終戦協定が結ばれた。指導者であるギレンザビ、キシリアザビを失ったジオン軍であったが、おとなしく連邦へ投降した者は少なかった。ある者はアフリカ残党軍に合流し、ある者は月に潜伏し時を待ち、ある者はアステロイドベルトの小惑星アクシズを目指した。各地に残る火種は人類の間に訪れた平和がまさに束の間でしかないことを暗示していたのである。
Alrighty then, that was that. This will be more like a normal episode where I'll only do 2 matches and then leave you guys to hang for about a week. But anyway, I will show you cards since I'm going to cut that off the end of the last one, because I clicked the wrong button and it kinda messed up. But in the next episode, we will get to decide if we defect to the Earth Federation, or we join Delaz's fleet. Yes, we will probably join Delaz's fleet just because Gerbera Tetra. But anyway, this is the card mode. We have the Gundam card. It looks awesome, and occasionally there's really low texture areas, like everything not on the front of the back. The very front and the back. And the arm is glitching, kind of, which is weird. And then the shield actually looks kind of damaged. I really like the textures in this, they're really good. Yes, and then there's the GM, which is pointing a gun at you for no reason. It's impolite. But if you look at the visor, it actually reflects the light. It's really cool. I really like that about this game. And they didn't just use the same shield model for the GM and the Gundam. The Gundam's is more red. And then the Zaku F. We unlocked this during the first level in the Amuro one. It's the F, so it's only space, so it looks like it's flying. Here is the this is the normal Dom, not the Rick Dom. If you notice with the bazooka, it's just a cone. It's not even a circle. I feel cheated. But it's really good quality, except for the mechanical looking parts. That just looks like a bad puzzle. And then next is the Zaku J, this is the ground version of the Zaku F. It's much better quality, for reasons. But yes, the eye kinda follows you around too. And we're back to the Gundam. I'm pretty sure I didn't mention this at all, so how you unlock cards is if they're a grunt unit, you shoot down 3 of them very, very quickly. If it's a special unit, you just defeat them without getting hit. And generally, if you just defeat them, you'll get the card. Yes, pilots. I believe we have Karen and we have Aina. Basically clicking on them shows you their stats. I don't see a point in it, but yeah. It shows you what their faction is and what their stats are. Okay, yeah, so it goes, I'm gonna click back on there because I want to point something out. But yeah, it basically goes main weapon, melee, armor, mobility, CR points, and then new type ability. I put a bunch in mobility and a bunch in main weapon, so I'm good. And I'm also partly new type, so when I get to use the Sazabi finally, it'll actually be pretty good. And then there's Aina, who has good main weapon and good special points, but she's kind of slow and her melee sucks. So if you're using Aina, don't use melee. Basically the moral of the story. And then there's characters who, you can unlock both cards for pilots and for characters. They're separate. But you can make them talk, and we unlocked Kai, Slugger, and Bright. But anyways, you can make them talk.
私はモビルスーツに乗っても必ず帰ってくるし。
Okay, I know I'm just kind of going through this right now. Later on when I unlock a lot more, I'll just make a whole video exclusively just showing off shit in the card collection. But for now, that is that. I'm going to sleep because it's 3 AM and birds are annoying. So, if you enjoyed this video, you should like it for reasons. Competitive ones, mostly. And if you didn't, well, thank you for spending 25 minutes watching something you weren't enjoying.